What's up, everyone? Hey, we got the Braun Mamba coming up on 1,000 points, the leading scorer of the last 2 years. If you don't know her name, y'all ain't paying attention. Let's have her go ahead and introduce herself. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time. We know you're busy. I said, got media going on. Practice started this week. Somewhere school, somewhere in there. So I said, Mara's a pretty busy woman. So we won't take too much of her time, but let's start out with that. Practice starts this week. How you feeling? How's everything going?
Good. It's exciting. I feel like we've been going for a while now in the summer anyway, so it's not too different. Just now practices are a lot longer. But yesterday was our first day, and like I was telling you earlier, it was very chaotic. Coach, I think, purposely threw a lot at us just to see how we would respond, especially pushing us now upperclassmen to communicate and help out our transfers and freshmen. So it was a little crazy, but it was good to get one under our belt.
I love it. So I said that's. I've asked the other two. You're juniors now. Does it feel like you're juniors? Did it feel like it went super fast? How does that feel to say?
Yeah, it's crazy. It went really fast. It's just wild. And especially last season, not playing half the season, I think that's part of it too. I really feel like I haven't played two full seasons. So I'm excited to, knock on wood, play this whole season healthy and really excited. But yeah, it's crazy to be upperclassman now.
So we talked about if you look back 2 years ago, stepping on campus for the first time, where would you say you've maybe grown the most or like changed the most as a player in those 2 years?
I think especially this past summer, I really worked on getting stronger. I really focused on the weight room and getting my body feeling good and
Hmm.
healthy so it's able to take more and prevent those injuries. I think this is the biggest part. And it's just really led to me to be more explosive. I think this summer I really saw that. I was like, okay, dang, I can kind of hit people now, or I can stay on my line a little bit more. So I think that's going to help me a ton, just overall offensively, defensively. And that was just a huge part of this summer.
Y'all in trouble. She's getting stronger and she's going to the basket. Y'all in trouble.
I'm working on it for sure.
I was gonna say so, and we got to. I want to talk about two games particular. Then we'll go a little bit more. I have to confirm or deny your second game of your career. You hit a game winner at the buzzer, a three. True or false? You saw the basket before you let the ball
Everyone always asks me that. I
go.
honestly don't even know. I think I kind of just blacked out. I was like, I know I had to get a shot up, and somehow I got a little bit open. But yeah, no,
Hmm.
I don't really remember seeing the basket. Kind of just
Fair.
imagined it was there.
And it was dead on too. So I said, just shooter's
Yeah,
touch, shooter's touch.
yeah.
Second game. How tired were you after playing all 50 minutes, 33 points, zero turnovers against Drake last year?
We were just watching some clips of that in film yesterday, and I was just thinking back. I'm like, that was the craziest game. That was another game where I just was so locked in and in the zone. Like that was probably one of my favorite games I've played here. That game was just, yeah, towards the end, I'm like, all right, we really got to win this because I cannot keep going. Can't go into any more overtimes.
I reminded Amaya that it was the exact day, December 2nd, 1 year before you played the double overtime against Penn State. The exact same date.
Yeah,
So no December 2nd games. I looked. You have a December
yeah,
3rd.
no,
So
no, perfect.
there we go. So we talked a little bit about the injury last year. I wanted to get your perspective. So you really, kind of went to where you were helping from the team, kind of a coaching perspective. How did that help you kind of see the game from a different angle? Maybe see what the coaches talk about where you're like, yeah, yeah, we know what they're talking about, but now you're like seeing kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it was really helpful. I got to sit up by the coaches. I asked like probably like the day after I got hurt. I'm like, can I at least sit up by you guys just to listen and be able to help out? So I was able to hear from their perspective of what they wanted to see. I feel like that towards the end of it, like I was seeing it through their eyes too,
Hmm.
and I was able to help and especially, pulling to my aside when maybe when things weren't going well. And it was definitely rocky for everybody. So just trying to level her out and just put good thoughts into her head. I think that was kind of the biggest part. I wanted to be that calm demeanor when
Hmm.
things were kind of crazy. I wasn't necessarily the person like screaming in the huddles just because it just didn't seem like that was appropriate for me at that time. So just kind of weighing it out and knowing what my team wants was kind of the biggest thing for me.
Fair. I asked them about it. Did you feel, from your perspective, did you feel that maybe Amaya and Mal, they were kind of those next ones, even as sophomores, you guys had the most experience on the court with the program. Did you feel any maybe stress or pressure that they put on themselves to kind of do too much? And kind of how did you help
Yeah.
alleviate that for them?
I think so. obviously when I went down, everyone was kind of like, okay, now what's next? And they definitely, I know, felt pressure. I think especially Amaya felt like she needed to then take every shot or do this or do that, play perfect game. But I think towards the end, she started to find her way a little bit. But just reminding them that they didn't have to do everything, they can rely on their teammates. I think that was also a good reminder for me once I come back. It's like I have these great pieces around me, so just being able to trust and know that the next person up is gonna do their thing. I think that's kind of something that we'll focus on going forward this year too.
So I got to ask, what was it like when you saw like the Northwestern game when Grace goes off, the Rutgers
Yeah.
game when you kind of got payback there and stuff? What was it like from you, like on like seeing them kind of figuring it out and almost like it was like a
Yeah.
light switched?
It was fun, especially the Big Ten tournament when Amaya was just unconscious, hitting threes at the basket, pull-ups, just playing like the perfect all-around game. That was just really cool to see. And like the first thing that she said to me after that game was, I figured it out. I know how to help you. And I'm like,
Oh,
her, she has the game of her life and she's like thinking about me and how she can help. Like that just shows who she is. And same with G. I mean, when I was playing, I remember that Michigan game when she was just huge for us. And she was, that wide open player that they were leaving. Well, she's going to knock down every shot she gets. So that one was really fun too. So yeah, I'm just excited.
so we'll talk a little bit. We want to talk some good things last year. You guys had some big wins. We talked about the Drake. UConn, you're lucky for the third quarter. You all were taking them right
Mhm.
there. But and then you have the Michigan, Michigan State, Nebraska. What were some of your favorite moments from last year on the court? Like some of the biggest games and stuff.
Yeah, for sure the Michigan one, that one was big for us. Um, Beat them pretty good. Same with Michigan State.
Hmm.
I feel like everything was going right for us that game. But like I said, the Drake game for sure, one of the highlights. UConn game was fun. Obviously, didn't go as we wanted, and it seemed like there was a seal on the basket for me most of that game. But Nika Mule is a great defender, so
Hmm.
it wasn't really. I've learned since then for sure. But yeah, I mean, that atmosphere was really cool. I wish I would have been able to play in the Iowa one, but fortunately it wasn't. But just being there and all the people that came to support, that was really fun. So I'm hoping to get that kind of environment this year for some games.
So we got this coming season. We have a schedule. We've started practice. What has Mara Braun the most excited for this upcoming season with the newcomers and everything? Where are you like looking? You're like, what makes you feel that this is going to be a really special year?
Yeah, I mean, we have our main foundation back. Everyone, knock on wood, like I said, has been healthy. And we're just working towards that bigger goal. Obviously, we want to finish top third, I think
Hmm.
would be really big for us. We want to go to the tournament. That's kind of a thing that obviously the whole team wants to strive for. I think we could have had it last year, but learned from it and moved on. And we've added pieces. We've added some good transfers, some freshmen that I think will contribute. So we're a lot deeper, which is exciting. Hopefully, don't have to play 50 minutes, even though I'd
You
want
can.
to, but probably wouldn't be too good for my health. But yeah, we're a lot deeper. Everyone's excited and hungry. Everyone's in the gym getting extra work, which is really fun to see. So yeah, we're just excited. We're ready to go.
Coaches have joked. I know ESPN does those like too early. I think recently they released a preseason bracketology. Do you
Yeah,
track that? Because they have you guys in at on like I said, the last four in. Do you
I
track
did
that?
see that. I
Okay,
saw that recently. I was like, all right, we're in, which is just funny because we haven't even been close to playing a game yet. But
fair.
yeah, that kind of stuff is kind of fun to see where they have us, and I guess looks like we're in a good light. So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool.
I think that junior class has a little bit something to do with it. Could be wrong, but fair. And so we'll talk about, you talked about some of the newcomers. You have some transfers coming home, former high school teammate coming home, got some good freshmen coming in. Who's maybe, when we look back in March and April, we look back at this year, who's maybe one or two names that you're going to look back and be like, they had a massive impact that people need to make sure they know those names?
I think, I mean, I played high school versus Taylor, and she was always super good in high school. And then at Michigan, she kind of got locked up in a box a little bit. I think
Hmm.
she wasn't able to kind of show what she can bring. And here she's come and she's just let loose and she's just played her game, been relentless, and I've just seen her confidence at a whole nother level than what I did, last season. So I'm excited for her. She crashes the boards like crazy yesterday in practice. I don't know how many old boards she had. flies in, running the rim. I hit her on some rim runs a few times. So she just brings that energy and tenacity, which we need. We need that
Hmm.
toughness. So I think her for sure. Our freshmen, Tori and McKenna, I think they're going to contribute a ton. McKenna can shoot lights out, and Tori's just long and aggressive.
Hmm.
She's everywhere. She just has a motor. And then Ani, obviously, I played with her at Wayzata, and she can really shoot it. She gives us a different type of look. And then Jordan and Lex, they've been great additions. They've really, Lex was just joking yesterday about how fast everything was, and she had no idea what this coverage was or this play. And I'm great, coach is just testing us. We need to do a better job of helping you guys out. But they've come in and we've meshed really well with them. They're awesome. So our
Absolutely.
team chemistry is really good. I'm really excited to for this preseason and just see how it all comes together.
I think someone just put up the graphic up 41 days away. So
Yeah,
I always like this quote.
crazy.
Justin Guard from, radio host for you guys, he said,
Mhm.
Mara Braun's not going to be satisfied until the barn is packed. Here's your
It's
chance.
true.
What is your message to Gopher fans of why they need to get out in the barn? Let's give that home court advantage, why they should be packing in there, and why this team is someone they need to get on the bandwagon now before they get left behind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just this group that came in as freshmen, we've stayed the same throughout. We've stayed loyal no matter,
Hmm.
the ups and downs and the injuries and whatnot. Everyone stayed loyal and stayed true to Minnesota. Just we love it here and we want to represent the state. So just fans knowing that, and I think a lot of them do, the loyal ones understand that
Hmm.
and appreciate that. So just being excited for that, and once we start getting some wins this season, hopefully more people will come and see what the hype is all about. But yeah, we're excited. I think we play a different kind of basketball, really connected, because we kind of have to be with
Hmm.
how good this conference going to be this year. So we play connected. We'll get after it on defense, and you'll see Coach P on the sideline just as into it. So I think we bring a different type of energy that I want others to see.
Fair. Listen, folks, get out there. They put on a show. I've never been disappointed coming to a game. You guys are fantastic. And I want to say, I know we have 2 more years, but job is well on the way to being done of that goal of changing you guys came in and you changed the culture. You guys have made it shown like staying home is huge. And as someone who's been a lifelong fan, it is appreciated. You guys are more than talented and more than exciting on and off the court. So thank you for
Yeah.
everything you've done. Good luck this year. Good health
Thank
this year.
you.
I'll be in the barn. You'll see me there too. So 41 days, people. Get to the barn. Get your tickets. Make sure you get there and see. I said, we're going to try and get the Braun Mamba. I need that nickname to get rolling. So we're going to keep
Yeah.
working on that. So, but thank you so much for taking the time. Once again, good luck this year. Cannot wait to see you guys on the court.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.